G'day everybody, welcome to part 203 of our playthrough of Dinkum. Hope you're all doing well. Yesterday we figured out how to solve the problem of the biome issue, so presumably today we should be able to continue with our work on the western connection. But obviously there's a bit of work to do here at the farm. But unfortunately we do have a bit of an issue with our inventory right now, and I can see that we probably need to harvest quite a bit of our crops here. So I think maybe the first thing we'll do is actually head into town and actually sort out our inventory and then make it back to the farm and then continue working from there. So to Blue, just letting you know that I appreciate everything you are doing for our town from Melbourne. Oh, very nice of him. Didn't really give us anything though, but oh, look at that. Some free money early in the morning. I like a bit of free money early in the morning. So let's drop all of these off. Okay, very good. And Jet is looking as lively as ever. Let's actually take Jet for a bit of a walk out to the town and we can inspect what we'll need to be working on today. Looks like we've got a whole bunch of onions and I think those are potatoes on that side. So we're gonna have to harvest those too and replant. So yeah, we'll get that done in a moment, but I think it'll be a lot easier if we actually resolve our issue with our inventory before we do anything else. So I don't like this Roo being here, so let's just get rid of him for a second. We could do with a little bit of extra meat for Spike. But yeah, let's chuck all of the junk that we've found. Alright, looking much better now. And yeah, while we're here, we may as well get a few things started. I reckon maybe we just get the wheat going. I think that's the only thing that we can actually get going right now, so all good. One other thing that I'm thinking about doing today is upgrading our our fishing rod from the copper fishing rod to the iron fishing rod. And the reason for this is because someone's been sort of making suggestions in the comment to do it, and it's probably about time because we've had that copper fishing rod for a very long time now. But also I just want to try out what the iron fishing rod does for us and what difference it makes. I don't know if some people are like pulling my leg or something like that, but like some people are suggesting perhaps maybe we could, you know, catch whole sharks with it. I'm not entirely sure if that's true, but anyway, now that we have freed up the inventory a little bit, let's take Jet and let's go back to the farm. So hopefully Jet appreciates that I've been you know, letting him out of the paddock and stretching his legs. Hopefully. But he most certainly doesn't express it. Or express anything for that matter. So let's leave him back there. It is breakfast time for Spike. Let's leave him a hunk of meat. And yeah, let's get to our work that needs to be done here. I think maybe we'll start with the animals first. And the fertilizer. So what do we have for fertilizing here? Alright, so not really enough to make 2 batches, unless we've got some poos sitting around in the paddock here. Okay, 1 more Roo poo, but still not enough. I don't see the Vombat poo this morning just yet, so perhaps maybe we might get a Vombat poo a little bit later. There we go. Alright. With the absence of a spare Vombat poo, perhaps maybe we need to use some of our shells here. So, yeah, we've got Cassaday shells. Perhaps maybe we'll use that instead. Alright. Let's grab our fertilizer. Ooh, actually we've got a little bit more over here as well. Nice. Okay, Cassaday shells in, and Rupu's in as well. Okay, now I think what I'll do is I'll also just quickly grab our other bags of fertilizer here as well, and we'll grab the seeds that we need. So we need potato seeds, we need onion seeds, and yeah, hopefully some of the harvest that we do today will sort of, you know, pave the way for us to sort of fertilize some of the soil that hasn't been fertilized. So all of these patches seem to all be fertilized already, so that's okay. But perhaps maybe some of the other ones on the other side of the farm we might be able to do something about. Okay, looking good. Let's move on to the next patch over here. Let's grab all these potatoes. Alright, very good. Let's get the potatoes in. Or the next batch of potatoes in. Alright, looking good. And anything else to harvest in this patch? I don't think so. Got some onions that are ready here. Now we can definitely fertilize this section. Okay, let's put the fertilizer in. And yeah, so in terms of timing, obviously the timing for some of the onions are going to be a little bit off here. So what's been suggested to me by some of you guys in the comments is perhaps maybe we can just leave some of the fully grown crops in place until we're ready to harvest all of them at the same time. And that way we can sort of align all of the timing together. And I think that's a really good idea, so we will actually do that when we get a chance. What's going on here? Okay, so this sprinkler doesn't seem to be working for some reason. Could it be maybe a little bit too far from the water tank? Let's just count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ah, okay. Just... I think what we'll do is we'll have to just very quickly move the water tank just over by one more tile, like so. I think that should resolve our issue, but yeah, these onions haven't been growing, unfortunately. At least they haven't sort of died, but I'm gonna have to water that manually. Unless some of our sorry guys. Unless some of our townies are interested in helping. But, you know, they can't be relied on though, so we're gonna have to do all of the work ourselves, I think. Alright, what was that? Potatoes. Let's get potatoes back in. Alright, looking good, and I think everything else here looks fine. Alright, so quite a bit of hard work this morning with our farm, but things are looking okay. Just need to grab our watering can and complete the rest of the watering for the onion patch. Could probably put these seeds away. Speaking of seeds, we probably need to buy some more from Rain before we start running out as well, so we'll think about doing that in a second. So grab the watering can, and I don't think there's anything else that we need to do around here. So we should be able to just move on to the town as soon as we're done with the watering. And then from there, as I said, I think we should be able to continue with the Western Connection project. Okay, let's do this. Very nice. Okay, let's go. Now, we'll upgrade the fishing rod. That's sort of what I want to do primarily in town. But we'll do a few other things. Obviously, there's the seed buying. Perhaps maybe we should do that first, in fact. Okay. We have been harvesting quite a bit of onions, so why don't we actually just buy a whole ton more onion seeds. And we've also been harvesting quite a lot of potatoes, so we might as well do the same thing here with the potatoes. Okay. So we've already spent more than 100,000 dink this morning. Big spender. While we're here, we've got the chance to actually put a whole bunch of stuff away. Let's get more flour grinding. Let's get wool spinning. And yeah, just need to store a few extra little bits and pieces here. Let's smelt some more iron. Yeah, milk goes there. Okay, looking good. So let's take a look at what we're going to need for the fishing rod. Okay, so we need our copper one. Yeah, we've got the copper fishing rod already, but we don't have iron bars. Okay, so good thing we're actually smelting a whole bunch of iron bars right now. So let's get this upgraded. Brilliant. Okay, so we have the iron fishing rod now, so we'll try and experiment on that. Hopefully maybe we've got a little bit of time today, but obviously we've got a few other priorities going on. Now, while we're here at the workshop, one other thing that I do want to check on is these, the garden lights. Actually, hang on. Are these what we want? Garden lights, or... That's a copper street lamp. These are garden lights. These look a little bit short. I'm not entirely sure if this is what we're after, guys. I'm after the street lamps, but probably not the copper ones, to be honest. The iron ones. And I thought we had learnt those already. So, doesn't appear like that's the case. Which is a bit of a shame. So we should actually visit Franklin a bit more regularly and see if he's going to teach us those... or how to craft those lamps, or those iron lamps. So Melvin wants to trade, and what does he have? A white mask. I'm not really that interested in that. Sally wants to practice smelting. Okay. So she wants tin sheets. Okay, we can do that. And we've still got this photo request from Theo, which we haven't completed yet. We need to get a picture of a bush devil. We'll be able to do that, I think. So maybe before we head to the Western Connection, we should swing by the house and just quickly grab our camera. I think that'll be a good thing to do. Should actually get the opportunity to place down the jet ski and put away these shells as well. Alright, so let's get to it then. Let's head back. Sally's right here. Let's just check in with Sally for a moment. It might be nice to sit under a shady tree this time of day. Oh, Blue, need something? You have a job for me, Sally? I would love a cooked bush lime right now. Think you could find me a cooked bush lime? Yeah, sure, we'll do that. I mean, there's plenty of bush limes everywhere here, Sally, so I don't know why you can't do this yourself, but I suppose I can help you out. Alright. Well, we're going to have to sort of come back to the bush lime cooking and handing it to Sally a little bit later, as we've got a few priorities to try and, you know, complete here. So, first things first, let's put the shells away, and let's also place our jet ski back down, because we don't really need to be carrying that all the time. And before I forget, we should actually grab the camera, and yeah, hopefully we'll come across a few bush devils on our way. I'm pretty sure we will. And then we should be able to take a few snaps, bring it back to Theo. Ooh, okay, Ted's around as well. I'm not totally sure about our opal situation, guys, but anyway. Ah, Blue. Always nice bumping into you. What can I do for you? Just want to chat. Oh, what do you want to chat about? You have a job for me, Ted? I've got a real hankering for cooked freshwater fish. Think you could bring me cooked freshwater fish to eat? Okay, yep. I mean... Whoops, sorry. We do have the need to actually experiment on using the iron fishing rod, so we should actually be able to do that while testing out the fishing rod. But he wants a freshwater fish, right? Which means that we need to sort of fish around the rivers. So yeah, I sort of want to test out the shark theory and see whether or not we could actually fish an entire shark using the upgraded fishing rod, but I don't know. I have a feeling that's not going to be the case, but anyway, we'll try. See what happens. Okay, there's a bush devil right there. He's fast asleep. Maybe it's a good time to actually take a picture of them while they're asleep and harmless. Nice. Got another one over here, right in its habitat. As maybe if we just take a picture from this angle, maybe. I feel like a bit of a paparazzi right now. Alright, cool. And they never knew. There we go. I was gonna say, is this a bug or something? But yeah, I mean, definitely it is a bug, right? Like where the vehicles tend to sort of hover for whatever reason. Especially those jet skis. We've seen the hovering jet ski problem quite a bit. But anyway, time to focus on the job at hand, which is completing the sandy component of the Western Connection. So, I think the strategy for now will be still sort of extending the area that we want, but we're only going to be sort of doing it one level below seawater, because we do want to actually top that up with sand. So, of course there's a croc. There we go. That's what you get for interrupting project work. Alright, so there is an underwater rock here. Let's actually get rid of that. And let's continue. Does that look okay? Potentially. Or perhaps maybe I want to sort of extend it a little bit more. Alright, I think I'm pretty happy with that. It's really just about getting the sandy biome across. So, we've got the shovel in hand. The problem, though, is we don't actually have a lot of durability on this shovel, so we might not be able to get too much of this work done. Instead of actually transferring stuff onto the wheelbarrow, I think maybe the better option here is to just create ourselves an infinite hole, or infinity hole, and actually just transfer across the biome that way. Some back-breaking work today, guys. I tell you what, I think if I were doing this in real life, I'd be knackered by now. I wish you could get, like, the townies to sort of reliably assist you with this kind of work. And speaking of the townies and, you know, getting them to assist, we should actually maybe experiment a little bit more with hanging out with people. I know I've done it, like, you know, a few times, maybe even like a handful of times, or maybe even less. But anyway, and yeah, it seems a little bit hit and miss about like what they actually do with you. Because, like, I remember we tried fishing once with John, and all he does is sort of, you know, clap his hands if we manage to, like, find a fish. And, yeah, that's not exactly helpful. I was more hoping that he would, like, help do some fishing and actually catch his own fish. And we'd be able to, like, you know, take home, like, a big haul of fish. But, doesn't seem to be the case. Chopping down trees, yes, we can chop down trees together with people as well, which is nice, but, you know, it's not the most reliable thing because, I mean, we've got the chainsaw now, and it's a lot faster just to chainsaw stuff up yourself, so you don't exactly need other people to help you with it, so... But anyway, one of these days I think maybe we should give the hanging out mechanic another try. And experiment a little bit, I suppose. Getting real low on the durability on this shovel, guys, so we might need to call it a day very soon. sliver of durability left. Should I put it away, or should I risk it? I think we should just put it away for now. We've still got a little bit more with the dirt printer. We could probably just use this to plug a few holes. There we go. Alright, and yeah, I suppose we're gonna have to continue with expanding the sandy biome. One thing that I'm not a big fan of is the fact that, you know, some of the sandy areas here have a little bit of red soil on the corner of them, so I'm not entirely sure how you would get rid of that, but yeah, we'll come back to that tomorrow, and maybe we'll do a little bit more experimentation to see if we can actually get rid of it. I've got some idea, potentially, of how to do it, but anyway, we're on to the next adventure, and that is to try and fish ourselves a shark, if we can find one. So, maybe if we go out to the western island, maybe we can spot a shark out here somewhere, potentially. No? Apparently not. No sharkies today. Alright. Well, in the absence of sharks... Hang on, did I just see... No, it's just some normal fish. I do want to catch some normal fish with the new fishing rod as well, but since we're going to need to catch a freshwater fish anyway, we will actually have the opportunity to do that a little bit later. Let's actually just keep riding the bike a little bit more, and perhaps if we sort of skirt around the ocean areas around here, perhaps maybe we might be able to find a shark. So let's swing by this side. Actually, I'm not entirely sure if this is a good idea. Actually, we should be able to climb up here. I could have just taken the pathway. Alright, so if we work towards this side, perhaps maybe we might find a shark or two. Hopefully. No, no sharks. Perhaps maybe we ought to maybe work our way towards that area, and if we don't find a shark there, we'll move on to see if we can catch that freshwater fish for Ted. I am also concerned about the amount of time that we have remaining in the day, especially to complete the task that Sally wants us to do, which is grilling her a bush lime. Because I think Sally might actually go to bed pretty early, as soon as it hits 12 o'clock. Jeez. No sharks to be found. There are crocs over there. Really weird. Crocs out in the ocean. Perhaps maybe we can fly over this side and see if we might get lucky with finding a shark or two. There we go. Few and far between these sharks today, for whatever reason, but anyway. I have no idea if this is gonna work, guys, but, you know, for science. Oh! Wow, okay. It did work. Hang on. It seems like the mechanic is slightly different. Okay, we didn't even have to like click there to try and get it, so it's a bit strange. Oh my lord, okay. That is hilarious. Okay, so basically it's just another method to sort of hunt these sharks. So instead of, you know, letting them or trying to spear them while they're sort of swimming around in the ocean, you can just beach them basically. But let's put this shark out of its misery. Okay, it's oh! Okay, that's karma for you. Ow! Okay, that was dangerous. My lord. Can we still try and fish it even... Okay, I suppose it's just escaped now. Bloody hell, we did almost cark it there, but... yeah, it's gone. What is this? Have I ever seen one of these things before? Where's our net? A Hercules moth. Nice, okay, I don't think we've ever seen a Hercules moth before. There we go. Hercules moth. And we definitely haven't seen one or donated one to Theo, so exciting times. We should be able to go to Theo and give him something new for once. But anyway, it's getting very, very late. I do want to try our best to try and complete the request for Sally, so let's get a move on and do what we need to do. We did actually fly very, very far away, didn't we? Okay, so from here, I think perhaps maybe going to the teletower there might be the quickest route. Let's quickly pocket this. Okay, and it is late now, so hopefully we can get to Sally before she decides to get some shut-eye. Okay, first things first, let's grill these bush limes. Let's just maybe quickly jump on top of the roofs here for a second. Ah, there she is. Oh, Blue, you're out late, aren't you? Here you go. Ah, did you find some cooked bush lime? I sure did. Here you go. You're a bloody legend, Blue. too bloody good, I reckon. Take this for your trouble. A hardwood flagpost. Okay, so those definitely look a little bit different than the flagposts that we've already seen, right? So, yeah, actually that looks a lot nicer than the other two that we've already got, so I don't know, guys, we might actually think about crafting a few of these and placing them in various locations. I mean, I'll have to have a think about where to actually put these up, but it might not be a bad look. Just trying to think here what else we need to do for the day. I think there's the request that Ted had, right? So we should actually attend to that. And that will mean that we need to sort of do a little bit of fishing around here, perhaps. I do see a fish over there. We should be able to just grab that one, grill it, and then give it to Ted. And luckily Ted's not too far away either, which is really nice. So we should be able to get this done pretty quickly. And call it a day. Jungle perch, sure. Well, let's grill this jungle perch. Let's very quickly check on that request. Cooked freshwater fish. Yeah, okay. Should be okay. Just looking at the other requests here as well. So the photo request, we've still got a couple of days remaining. So I don't think we really need to try and get that done today. But we most certainly should try and fulfill Ted's request though. So let's get that done. And where was he? Okay, just over there. There he is. I'd like to speak to this person if I can. Ah, Blue. Always nice bumping into you. What can I do for you? I want to chat. And give you the cooked fish. There you go. Oh wow. Can't believe how helpful you are. Take this, you've earned it. An Aussie hat. This'll keep that sun off ya. Alright, well let's check it out. Oh, nice. Looking very Crocodile Dundee right now. Alright, I think it's time to head home and call it a night, guys. Overall though, this has been a really interesting day. Both productive, because we did get quite a lot of the Western Connection project done, although we are going to have to repair our shovels. So maybe tomorrow we're going to have to think about using a repair kit. But that's okay. We can repair a whole bunch of other stuff as well at the same time. And yeah, we experimented with the brand new iron fishing rod that we have. And yeah, to my surprise, we can actually fish for those sharks. I mean, we can't catch them whole, but at least we can beach them to then try and sort of, you know, take them out. So that's really interesting as well. Unfortunately, I don't really, you know, use a lot of the croc meat or a lot of the flake, you know, I guess in anything really. But I suppose if we do decide to, you know, cook up flake or cook up some fish and chips or something like that, we could always, you know, catch some more sharks that way. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this episode. Leave a like, dislike, or a comment or two down below. Stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.